Hello and welcome back to another video. Lorcana was just released yesterday for big box retailers and it was phenomenal. Some places did it great, other places didn't. It was a hit or miss depending on where you went. So let's get right into the pricing and what exactly happened. Well, first of all, the Disney first chapter Lorcana box actually hit under $200 for the first time. Now people are pretty much speculating, oh, this has to be the bottom, this bottom. But it also got announced that the Euro reprint is happening in mid-December. Again, it got pushed up. So the European audience out there, you guys are getting your first chapter reprint, along with probably some more Floodborne product coming to you guys. So again, prices will continue to fall, in my own opinion. Again, more Elsa's will be coming into the play, but which is quite interesting. Elsa's price hasn't really moved too much. It actually went back up towards that 490 range, which it's at right now. But all these other cards, people aren't really paying attention to them. Belle has actually went up. Mickey Mouse actually went down, which is quite interesting. But the Trove right now hasn't been reprinted, so again, it could have been a first time, first serve. Who knows? We still gotta wait. Again, there's speculation at this time that the first chapter will be continued getting reprinted. So this price could be continuing to go down, not counting the Euro reprint, but throughout the next set, set 3, and maybe even set 4, or even set 5, who knows. But again, reprints are still coming for the first chapter. If you want this stuff or not, the only stuff that hasn't got reprinted was the gift set, which is quite interesting. I haven't really found any for the gift sets. The decks are still high, which is crazy. You can buy them from MSRP on other websites, but people aren't really selling them on TCG Player. So maybe TCG Player isn't the place to get sealed product. Who knows? But we're gonna move on to Rise the Floodborn. The product just came out and it's been quite interesting. Booster boxes are sitting around that $222 range, which was roughly where the Disney 100 the first chapter was sitting at for quite some time, but it hasn't really moved the price down. Again, I do feel that this price will continue down. We could, in the long run, get closer to MSRP, which is crazy to even think about, which may make a lot of people mad, saying, "Oh, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that." But who knows? Now, Cinderella, I did buy overpriced. It still hasn't shipped. It gave me the tracking number, but the buyer has not shipped the item yet, so I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're trying to buy it cheaper than flip it on me. I don't know why people would do that. But right now, you look at it. Is that 245? Is that a good deal? Maybe long term. Again, I'm looking at these cards. I don't really know what's a good artwork. Like, pretty much people are saying Elsa is the Charizard of the first chapter. What is the big hitter in this card? Is it Cinderella? Possibly. Alice? Maybe. But also, I think in Europe, I think Arthur is a real big influence over there because it's because the story takes place in Europe, King Arthur and all that. So again, I think that's a really big. Arthur will have a big impact in the price. I think it could be a top 3 card. Since I think the artwork is amazing. Snow White, classic. The dress is pretty unique. It's different. Now, the one card that's shocking a lot of people are this Beast. Again, this Beast is based off of a card that was hyped up, supposed to be one of the best cards in meta, but it's not, which is quite interesting. So that's why the price is around 134. It's not a meta card, but still enchanted, still hard to get. So if you do pull, it's still a great card to have in your collection, but it could have been way higher if the actual Beast card was a meta card. So then we're moving on to the promos. Again, Disney announced new promos. I think I might have talked about them. I did buy them. These are the lead promos: Cinderella, Minnie Mouse, Bucky, and Robin Hood. I think this Robin Hood is really cool. If you do buy these cards, they are foiled. I think the bottom right here is foiled too. I'm not too sure. I have to go look at these cards if they were all foiled, but the whole card was foiled, which is pretty cool. But moving forward, besides the Disney 100 promos, again, there's still product out there, so these prices could remain low. So if you want to pick them up for your collection, you can. I think they're a really good price. Elsa finally passed Stitch, so Elsa is still the most expensive promo in the Disney 100 now. But I'm looking at these promos. I think they may be a good deal. Again, this Mickey Mouse $79.99. That's a damaged card. I wouldn't buy damaged card. I'd buy near mint because I think around the $100 per card is pretty reasonable coming from a person that would buy Pokemon cards. So I think these prices are good for a long-term value. Again, they're never gonna remake these cards with that stamp for now. Again, if they do, that'd be pretty crazy. It'll crash the price. But again, they said they weren't gonna ever do any more set symbols. What you see in this, Gaston was the last one that didn't get it. So we moved on to the new cards they're releasing at the packs right now. They stuck with their word. It's gonna still just have a promo logo right there. And these cards, I do think they will drop. I think Rapunzel and maybe Pinocchio. I think a lot of people are liking Pinocchio in general. So this could be a top card. But again, it's like, I think it's a 4-day event, maybe 3-day event. Let me see if there's any other cards. Yeah, load. So Rapunzel, no. So yeah, it's just those 3 cards. So I think these promos are good for an investment. If you want to try and get your hands on some value, if you're a collector per se. Now, the Disney 100 D23 Mickey is a card that I do recommend watching out for, because according to PSA, they when these D23 promos came in, they were grading them. It was all fine and dandy, but then they found out a lot of these D23 Mickey Mouses, these brave little tailors, they're actually fake, and PSA couldn't tell, so they stopped the grading process for the Mickey Mouse. So you're going to see a large supply of these D23 Mickey Mouse promos. So if you can find a legit one, that'd be great. I think it'd be pretty hard to justify like the difference, but that's just me. But I just want to put out the word, if you are going to go into the route of investing in these promos. Again, one listing, I'd rather go to eBay. You can find it probably cheaper, but that's pretty much it. So since these Lorcana Set 3 leaks have been confirmed, they were confirmed that they are a legit set. These are legit cards. Again, their set symbol right there, the rarity, isn't true to nature. But these are some of the cards you got. So if you look at it, that looks like Zeus, Mickey Mouse's hat, Stratus. That looks like Hercules. There's Peter Pan. People really like Peter Pan. They think this is going to be a good card. Map of Treasure Planet. Curse of Merfolk. I don't know who that is. Not too sure what movie that's from. You got Moana. You got Hegler. This is Sinclair. So as you see there, you're like, wait, that's Atlantis. Yeah, this set evolves around Atlantis. Mufasa. That's a pretty big defense right there. 3-star, just big tank. But the card I really like was, we're getting to know, there's Pluto, Captain Hook, Maui's Fish Hook. Then there's Hoofy, Mama Odie. I don't know who some of these cards are. Let's go back up here. On Your Feet, Captain Hook, Lucky, Dalmatian. Again, that'd be crazy. They do all 100 Dalmatians. Can you imagine a binder full of Dalmatians? That'd be crazy. Okay, yeah, there's Peter Pan, Rafiki, Simba. Nice. And this is the card I was talking about, the Stitch. It's going to go in my collection. I'm going to buy it just because I love Stitch. And again, look at this. Heart of Atlantis. Robin Hood. They like their Robin Hood. So again, the set looks like it's going to be revolving around Atlantis. So again, when the set officially gets announced, look for Atlantis cards. I think you're going to see a lot of cool cards come out of this. So that's pretty much it. So summarize it up. Booster boxes have hit, first chapter have hit under $100, which is quite interesting. Rise of the Floodborn, Enchanted Rares are getting a hit, and the Rise of Floodborn booster box is actually around 222, not at MSRP, but it is dropping. And then also want to leave on the note that during yesterday, which place had the best rollout? I would say probably Amazon. Now, a lot of people are being shocked about that, but Amazon actually did a lottery system. You would sign up for an invitation link, and if you got it, you're able to buy the product. So, let's say you wanted a booster box, you have to sign up for that invitation. If you wanted a deck, you have to sign up for that. Again, that's what they did. Now, Shop Disney, they didn't really, I don't think they had a queue. They were just on there, and there were stories out there you could just spam click add the cart, and the item would have got added to your cart. So even if it was sold out, you could just spam click add the cart and buy the product. So Shop Disney didn't really work. Best Buy, I've heard that on release date, that was actually when the truck shipment was gonna get delivered. So they didn't really get their product until later that night. So around so today it's probably on the shelves if any's left, but they didn't really have it right when the doors open because that's when the truck actually came to drop it off. So it was pretty bad shipments from um, Best Buy. But again, I don't really go to Best Buy to go get trading cards, so that's just me. But yeah, so Amazon takes a rare W for best rollout, even better than Ravensburg and Lorcana. So take some notes. Just do a lottery system. But again, this involves you spamming accounts, creating accounts and stuff. A whole like craziness happening. So I don't know if it actually would work, but who knows. And then last off, leaving off with promos could be a good investment for a sealed collection. Just get your near mints, hold them. Maybe this Donald Duck goes up to $200. Again, one of a kind for a Donald Duck. So pretty much it. And then the leaks have been confirmed they are true. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed and peace out.